Hi and welcome to my next tutorial. It's been a while. My name is Kevin and I'm an amateur photographer and I like to take photos and manipulate them. So today I'm going to show you how we make this, I think, really boring photo to make look like something like this. And to be pretty clear, it's a technique I learned about last week from a video of Peter McKinnon, and it's a pretty cool effect, and with some tweaks you can also make photos like this look something like this. So let's start it. Take this picture, and the first thing we do is we copy this. You can right click and duplicate layer, or just drag it here to this icon and duplicate it. And now it's pretty simple. All we do to get this like tunnel view, like here and here, we go to filter, blur, and use a radial blur. Yes. Make sure you have here the blur method to zoom, quality best, and go here pretty hard, like, let's do it, yeah, that's okay, or 100, it's also okay. So let's apply the filter, and here we are. Now I know the middle of this image is pretty in like centered here, and what we do now is we go and take the brush tool, yeah, click here on clear, and this is not bad. Maybe it's a little bit too big, so let's go down to 1000. It's okay, it should be okay. Okay, a little bit more. Let's go to 1300 pixel. I have opacity like 37% and flow 53%. That's pretty good for this one. And now we click here and just delete this thing. Okay, I think it's a little bit too small. So let's go back to 1500. Go here again and click it again. Okay, a lot better. Okay, what we have now is just a foreground here, and the image still looks pretty boring. So what you're going to do now is we copy this, let's call it tunnel bottom. We duplicate this layer again, and then we press Ctrl or Command T, right click, flip vertical, a lot better. And what we do now is press Enter to select it, and now we are going to brush it again. Again, select the brush, and now just here in the bottom part, make sure the tunnel bottom copy is selected. Let's remove the blue tones here, and also maybe now we go here to flow like 27% and try to just, yeah, that looks pretty like the thing I want. And maybe we can go down here with the fill or the opacity like this. Okay, I still think it is a little bit too small. Okay, you can go here and make it bigger and delete it again, but we do it. 1650 pixels. So let's make sure tunnel bottom copy, the background is selected, and let's clear it up. Okay, then go to tunnel bottom, that's the other layer, and click again. Yeah, that's pretty it. Let's go back. So what we do now, we're pretty finished here in Photoshop. Of course you can adjust brightness or whatever here, but from my point of view, just go out here for videos and save this image as a TIFF or a PSD. Doesn't matter for Lightroom. Let's go to Lightroom, import for videos. Make sure you find this image here. Select it, non-import, and here we are. Now we go to the Develop tab, and now here's really no rule. Just color it like you do, like you like it, and I will just show you what I like, and so it's really no workflow here. It's really just working on the image until I think it's okay. Highlights, no, highlights go down. Shadows, I want to make the picture a little bit darker, but not with, why not? A little bit more contrast, not too much. So here, let's do what the whites are doing. Not that bad. Blacks, yeah, like this. Clarity, no. Yep, that's way too much. I want to have some details here on the wall. It's not bad. Let's take a look what the highlights are doing again. Highlights like blowing out the middle, that makes sense. So you guide the viewer of the image to the center of the image, which is the goal with an effect like this. Darks, no. So maybe I shouldn't have used such a hard radial blur here. Like 80 would be fine, but you can try it out by yourself. So let's try to work on tones. Okay, it's, yeah, not bad, but let it be. Let's work with linear graduated filter. Why aren't they called linear? They are linear. These are radial, graduate. Wow. Okay, no, that's cool. Let's darken it a little bit. Let's try if you can go a little bit into the yellow temperature here. No. Okay. And here now maybe let's add a second and make it upside down. Not here, a little bit more into the greens, not really. So let's play around with yep, clarity. Yeah, a little bit better. Maybe a little bit too much white. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. No. We like this here, and now we are also using a radial filter to bring up here the middle. So let's use it and try it out. Maybe here we go a little bit more into the yellow to get some warm tones here in the middle. You can also use it like here. Yes. And what else can we do? Why not? Contrast, too much. A little bit less contrast, a little bit more into the yellows again. And I think that's pretty it for this example. I mean, the overall it doesn't look that nice. Like I said, maybe the radial brush should be a little bit bigger, and also here in the bottom part and the upper part, like a little bit more space from the middle part, but it's just a simple example. To make this look a little bit better, you can crop it here like whatever you think looks good, and I think it looks pretty good in this way. Like not too much, so really like not in the middle, and it's definitely not actually in the middle. I think it looks a lot better when we crop this image like this. Maybe again a little bit more here, yes, a little bit here. Yeah, let's close it, and ta-da! We have it. It doesn't look like... Let's move it here into the collection. Let's take a look at these two versions. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, what I have done here is I have a lot more. It's a lot more colorful. So what you can do here is like add an other radial filter here. Yeah, make it a little bit more dramatic. Like this, maybe a little bit more light. A little bit more contrast maybe, and also here, let's say a little bit more into the yellows. A little bit more saturation. Whoa, that's too much. Contrast, yes, a little bit more contrast. Maybe go into the blues again a little bit. A little bit, yeah, look at, looks definitely better. Like it's really more dramatic what I've done here. And also maybe here in the upper part we want to make it a little bit more bluish, like this, so we are looking at the wrong picture. Like blue and contrast. Why not? A lot more dramatic. Wasn't the plan at first, but who cares? Like bringing up the whites a little bit, bringing down, maybe a little bit more of the blacks to make it a little bit more bright. Yeah, and I think that's okay. I'm sure you can post this on Instagram. You maybe won't print it, but whatever. Yeah, so far for that, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you like it, or give me a thumb up. Consider to subscribe to my channel. I will do a lot more in the future, not only on editing in Photoshop and Lightroom. I will also talk a little bit about social media, content marketing, how you do it, how you should do it, maybe some tips for small businesses, because that's my job. Yeah, hope you like it, and I hope you have a great day and take care.